Hello, welcome guys. I am Shivansh and I am starting with the Flutter sessions, which includes Flutter learning with the help of project. So I am today starting with the first project, which is photo management app, which allows user to take or select photos, view them in a grid and perform actions such like liking and deleting them. So without wasting time, let's jump into the project. For the first thing, we'll import the Flutter material package which contains all the basic widgets which we can use in our app. Then let's make a main function and let's make the main function inside which uh, inside which we can give the command run app, and the run app command requires a screen. So let's first create a stateful widget, and or we can also create a stateless widget because it will be like constant in our screen, which will be like the home, and we can pass the home over the run function. Now the error is gone and get a semicolon. Then let's return here the material app, which has the properties like first the home. For the home, we have to like provide the navigation to the second screen, and then we can provide the title, which is like the photo management app. Photo management app and the debug checker. We can also like false the debug checker, which is like the thing coming here, and for that just we have to put the false here. The next thing is, I think this will be like sufficient, and let's create the screen where all our things will be appeared. For like creating the screen, this time I'll use the stateful widget because the things in the this screen will be like changed according to the state, and let's name it the dashboard. Okay, this is like the stateful widget is created. Now let's import some libraries which will be like using in this project. For like importing the library, go to the flutter pubspec.yml, and inside the dependencies folder type the dependency. For the dependencies which we are including for the this projects are first image picker, which is, and let's copy from the, and image picker, which allows the user to like pick the image or click the image. And the second thing is the Google fonts. Google Fonts is a widget which provides user to like import the multiple widgets or multiple types of fonts in an app. And the third is animated bottom navigation bar. This is a widget which provide user to like make an animated bottom navigation bar and apply some animations on. So let's start with the programming. And for the programming, first thing, let's make the bottom navigation bar because will be constant for the whole screen. Uh, let's return scaffold here. Uh, okay, for scaffold, we have a property called bottom navigation bar, which allows user to make a bottom navigation bar here. And for the bottom navigation bar, let's first import all the libraries using. We imported all the libraries. So let's include the property bottom navigation bar inside the scaffold and use our imported widget animated bottom navigation bar. There it is. And for this, we have to give the list of icon which we are using. For giving the icons, let's give the icon. First icon is like mini outline we can give, and which should be inside the square brackets because it is a list. And the second one is icons dot favorite, and let's format in with that thing. And after like giving the icons, we can also give the properties like uh, the background color, which I choose to be black, and the height would be 80, and we can also give the icon size inside this 30, and active color, which will be white, and in active color 2, which also be white but slightly light, and cap location dot center because it have the cavity, and let's remove this, and cap location uh, not smoothness, which will be not smoothness dot sharp soft edge, and after this corner radius 2 and right corner. After this we can give our function, which is like on tap function, in which the index will be set as, for setting, use the set state function, and inside set state let's set the state of the index equal to bottom navbar index is equal to index. Uh, for making the bottom navbar index, we have to assign the variable zero. And for solving the error, we can also give elevation to the thing, which will be like 10. And now let's make the floating action button inside this. Dot center location dot center dot, and now the floating action button. On tab shows the dialog box which we are going to make, and after this we can also give the background property which will be black cause our background is white. And inside we can also give the child which contains the icon. Add, and you can also give its property which will be color, which is white for this, and size, which will be 25. And for this we have to create the method first. For testing, let's give it the, and here for home, for providing the route, let's give this to the dashboard. Let's format the code first. Now for making the navbar functional too, we have to give some properties like void on item tab, which will be index, and which include the set state function and sets the bottom left bar index to index. For active index, we can go bottom left. And now let's run this and see how it is looking for the first time. Till app is ready. This is the result for the code which we have written, and let's include the app bar too. For including the app bar, we call the property called app bar. Inside app bar, we can give the properties like elevation, not action, like the elevation which will be like 0, and background property which will be like white for making similar to the thing. And for the context, let's include the title which will have the text or app's name, which is discovery. And for let's give a style to the text. For giving the style, let's use the widget Google Fonts dot. Let's try to import the package. The package is imported. Now we can search the font which we want to use inside the Google Fonts. These all the fonts. In these, I am going for outfit, sorry, and outfit is the most suitable text for this kind of app. Inside, we can give the color property which is the black, and we can also give the font weight, which will be W.500, and font size which is 30, and letter spacing too, which is fine. And let's build the app and see the changes what will be like appearing. changes is here. Now, to continue the project, let's create some methods for like selecting the photos or taking the photo by camera or deleting the photo. For creating the methods, let first make a function called function future of type future, which will return a void. Let's name the function take photo, which will be a async function. Let's call the our next widget, which is equals to image picker, which allow user pick a image and use it on apps. The next thing, uh, let's make another variable which is for picked image. Let's call it picked file, which will be the await, and we can use the picker function inside the image picker and use get image function in which we have to give the source. For this function, we want user to take photo. So the source of the image from which the program is getting the image is camera. So we can give the image source dot camera semicolon. And after the file is picked, it will be stored in a picked file. And if let's write if condition, if picked file is not null, then set state photo dot add file picked file dot path. For resolving the error, we have to make a variable or a list which will contain details or the list of the photos which we are going to select or arrange in a grid. For creating the list in Flutter, let's call the list data type and let's give file inside it and photo and first make a empty list. For resolving the error, let's call the function so this is the function for taking the photo and for making the similar function for selecting the photo from the gallery. Let's copy this function and paste it here and change the name to like select photo function and here from camera change it to the gallery. This function allows user to select the photo from the gallery. Now we have made the function for taking the photo from the camera or selecting the photo from the gallery. Now we'll make the function for deleting the photo selected from the list. This function adds allows the user to select the image from the gallery or a phone and add it to the list called photos. Now, for like deleting the photo, we have to make a function to delete or drop the selected list or added list from the list called photos. So let's make the function. This function will be the void function, not future, cause we like delete the user deletes the photo which is like already present in the tab in the list. Let's name it the delete photo function. Delete photo, which have the index, and inside which we have to set state called the set state function, which removes the items at the index provided. So our functions are created for taking the photo and selecting the photo and deleting the photo. Now let's rebuild the app. Now uh, now let's design the body. For making the body of the app, that's called the widget called body. Inside body, we have to arrange all the things or the selected image into the grid view. So let's call the function called grid view or the layout called grid view, which will be a builder and in which we have to provide the grid, which will be the cross count, which is a function in which we have to define the properties of the grid, how it will be looking. So the axis count, we only want two items in our grid firstly, and we can also give the child expect ratio, which will be 0.6, and next is cross axis spacing, which provides the spacing or padding to the items inside the grid view, which will be 8. Let's format this, and then we have to also create a builder for this. For creating the builder, uh, let's call the default builder, which is the index context comma index, and which will be returning a gesture detector. Gesture detector is a function which can make anything into a button. So it have the property called on tap, which can allow the user to tap the item or open the things. Now, let's make the child or the things which will be like inside the grid. Firstly, it will be like the container. We can give the properties to the container like the height. Height will be we can give the 300 or the width which will be like 200, and we can also give the child which should be inside this container. We want our selected image inside a container. So for the child, let's give image dot file. We want photos index, the list we have created, and it should be fitted in a box fit which will cover the whole box. Boxfit.com. Nice. And let's format it too. And we can also provide the decoration to the containers by giving the decoration property and calling box decoration function, and which has the border radius. So color which will be like 20 or something. And for also providing curve to the image, we can give wrap into the widget called clip or react, and inside which can we can give border radius. Child, and which can we can give similar border radius to this. Now we can arrange this into the tag format. After this, let's make the button for like liking and deleting the selected image. For that, we can wrap it into the widget or a column or a stack, probably. Let's change the column into the stack, and inside stack, we can give it a container, and here we can also give the properties like height, which will be 60, and width, which will be again 60 to make it a whole circle, and similar decoration like above. We can copy it from here, which will be of 100 to make it more curved. And after this, inside this we can also give the color. Color would be black. Now we have to make child inside it too. For making the child, let's go below and call the child property. Inside child we have the icon button, inside which we have property called icon, and icon have the icons comma favorite, which will be colored as white for making it more visible. And one more property beside it will be on tap, on pressed. Uh, let's format it too, and let's add this container into the stack, into the column, and copy the whole container here too. Same things, and changing the favorite icon to delete. For deleting, we are making the another button for delete, and the color would be white, but this color would be also white with opacity of 0.3. Let's format this all, and let's add some padding into this. Let's add into a row. Inside row, we can give the property like main axis alignment, which will be the end to arrange all this thing into the end, and wrap the row inside the column for making it aligned to the end. Now this is perfect. And on pressed, on press the delete button. Let's format the code. We want user to delete the photo. So we can call the function which we have made, which is like delete photo, which requires index. Perfect. Semicolon and format. Now we have to like we have called the delete function. Now we have made the grid. Now we have to call the function called select photo or take photo, which allows user to do the thing. And for this, we can make first. Let's check the function are working or not. Firstly, like we can check the select photo function and run our app. Let's click on the floating button, which let's build the app again. Uh, to build the error, I think that's why it is. Let's check the problem. We are missing the semicolon. That's why it is not. Let's build the app. Let's try to add some photos. For adding the photos, let use the take photo function and uh, let's try to add some photos. Click here. Please appear and let's click again. Let's click another photo and the photo will be appear. For deleting the photo, just click on the delete button. For taking the photo or selecting it from the gallery, let's call the select photo function and go to the this will navigate to the gallery, the app where we can like select the multiple photos or arrange it in the grid. This is the basic tutorial for the photo management app in which the user can select the photo or click the photo from the camera or the gallery and arrange it in the grid and delete it and add it to the favorites. Thank you guys.